Okay, so as a matchmaker, obviously we kind of establish all these different parameters that people are interested in. Lots of them are intangible, a lot of them are tangible. So one of the big tangible ones is age range. Definitely. As a guy, how do you feel? What are the pros and cons of dating someone younger than you?
It's really interesting because I don't really look for cons, but I'll talk about a lot of the pros. Depending on where you are in your life, like maybe being with someone who's younger than you is the perfect situation. I think it's more about where they are in their lives and if it's compatible with where you are looking to go and what kind of relationship you're looking towards. Mm-hmm. I think the only time it could be a con is if you are in an experiential or intellectual place that they haven't been yet and can't relate, and so conversation all of a sudden doesn't have that deeper connection that you're hoping for, which can happen a lot. I mean, some of my clients I work with, they're in their late 40s looking to someone in their mid to late 20s, and a lot of times they find it hard to connect on a lot of specific levels because 20 years of life is a good amount of time, and if you can't relate in that way, it's hard to get deeper in an emotional, spiritual, intellectual type of way. Mm-hmm. Although the physical has always been the constant, which is one of the big reasons why guys will tend to skew that direction. It really depends on what they're looking for. Are they looking to still have children? Are they looking to have more fun in terms of like a social lifestyle aspect, which as you get older, that does diminish over time? Or are they actually going through a midlife crisis, which is totally fine and acceptable, and that could appease to their particular appetite. But I think there's nothing necessarily inherently wrong with doing that. I think it's just a matter of understanding where you are in your life and if that actually makes sense in terms of finding someone that's compatible.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was maybe one of the biggest misconceptions I had when I first, started in matchmaking was, okay, like all these guys are going to come to me and want 20-year-olds that are hot and all of that. Like I felt like that was very shallow, and was 100% wrong. I think that there are so many pros and so many genuine reasons to want to date someone at a younger life stage than you. Mm-hmm. One, obviously being children, like that is something that's realistic.
Yeah.
A lot of guys aren't ready to have kids until they're out of the women's age to have children, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You need to know that you're going to be in a right stage of life to be a father, and sometimes you need to date someone younger in order to do that. So I definitely think that the typical kind of stereotypes of an older man with a younger woman definitely need to be thrown out. I definitely think that it's a much more of a gray area that has so many different factors going into it.
Yeah, and it's okay. Like, I mean, I think as long as they have the right reasons why they want to do that, because obviously, like ego can play a huge role in it, and it can become not a great reason why you want to date someone who's younger. But as long as their intentions are valid and make sense, I think it can be really good and create really good relationships as well. Mm-hmm.